Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokermania, the pay-per-view where all the best of the best go to war. On the first ever Tokermania, the main event was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the Toker World Championship. Now this year we have the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the Toker World Champion, The Rock. And we have many more matches to come before it. And the opener of the show, Prince Roosevelt versus Justice Toker, where there is high stakes for Justice because if he loses, Prince Roosevelt takes control of Toker Empire and Justice's career comes for a finish. Now making his way toward the ring is Prince Roosevelt. Last Tokermania, he was teaming with Ethan to win the Toker Tag titles, and now this time he's fighting his brother. Prince has really made a name for himself, as he actually holds the record for the most tag titles won. And he is looking to become the CEO of Toker Empire as well. Justice Toker is here. The chairman of Toker Empire, now making his Tokermania entrance. This could be his very last entrance if he loses this match. These two brothers have been going at it for so long, and it's now finally coming to an end tonight. And Justice is ready. We are about to witness history here tonight. And here we go as the two brothers battle it out here at Tokermania. The hatred for these two have went way much over the edge, and it all led to this. Every time Justice had a title match, when it looked like he had his opponent beat, Prince would ambush him and cost him the title, claiming that Justice will never win a title on his watch. Which now this match having high stakes for Justice. The outcome could be catastrophic or peaceful, because if Prince Roosevelt defeats Justice Toker, Justice has no choice but to retire from his career and give the ownership of Toker Empire to Prince Roosevelt. But if Justice gets the win, the rivalry will finally be put to an end. Prince Roosevelt just putting the strikes in on Justice here. Throws him to the rope for a quick snap suplex here. Throws him to another side for another suplex. Prince dropping Justice head first. Prince currently has the upper hand and hasn't been stopping, but he lines up in the corner for a clean super kick to the dome. Justice getting thrown to the corner. Prince now putting him on top rope for a springboard hurricanrana. It looks like Justice's career may be over. Prince got him for the headlock. Wait a minute, a suplex by Justice. That was so close, what a counter. Justice just changed the game here as he now has the upper hand. Spinning heel kick laying Prince in the corner. Justice was looking for something, but Prince had him in a front face lock and plants him on the mat. Climbing up to keep Justice down was a blockbuster. And again in the other corner. Throws him to the ropes. Stunner by Justice from out of nowhere. And second back-to-back. And plants Roosevelt with a spinning power slam. Laying the elbows in on Prince. Sends him to the corner. To get his receipt with a springboard superplex. and Justice looks to succeed here. With the Toker shock, but Prince counters into a powerbomb. But Justice kicks out. Close call. And he suffers a dead head by Roosevelt. Prince looks for another super kick. To the face. Now drops him with the last gasp. A move by their bonus brother Ethan. Prince here taking moves out from JJ Gang. Wait, hold up a knee of thrones by Justice. Now he takes a move out of NWEC and his former friend King Joshi Bull. He is bringing a table to the ring. It's going to go down. Wait, Prince recovers and drops Justice with a headlock driver. But Justice still kicks out. I thought his career was over. Prince Roosevelt now placing the table in a different location in the ring as he looks for something here. Places Justice up top rope. This isn't gonna be good. Oh my goodness. Headlock driver. How the absolute hell did Justice kick out of that? Not many in Toker Empire would be able to kick out of something like that, but Justice somehow just kicked out of something that doesn't even look possible to kick out of. Prince is upset, and wait, Justice with the Toker lock, and sands him. The Toker shock, that's it, but rebounds back into a second freaking one. Prince kicks out. That was the Toker shocks, and it wasn't enough. These two wants to tear each other apart. Springboard moonsault sending both men flying out on ringside. Put Prince back in the ring. But oh snap, he is bringing in the steel steps now. German suplex keeping Prince down. Sets it up center of the ring. This is going to be brutal. Wait, Prince hits a headlock driver through the steel steps. Justice's career and life is officially over.
1, 2.
I have absolutely no words on how did Justice just kicked out. I am literally speechless. What will it take for this man to stay down? He won't give up. He won't give up his career. He just won't stop fighting. There goes a suplex. And continues getting beaten by the remains of the steel stepsel. Prince is just trying to assault him until he stops moving at this point. Headlock driver on the steps, but wait, Justice counters with a crucifix drop on the steps. Then a Toker shock. Is that finally enough?
1, 2.
Justice has done it. He finally ends this. This brother beef is over, and he keeps his career. What an absolute crazy match. There's so many close calls and hardcore moments in this match, but it ended with Justice barely managing to win. What's crazy is that we still have many more great matches to go. And look at this, Ethan now here to congratulate the end of this rivalry. Now here begins the second match of the night. Skull Gang defending their tag titles up against the USOs. Jimmy and Jay would ambush Skull Gang and raise up the tag titles, letting everyone know what they want back, considering the fact that Skull Gang actually took the titles from them. And now the USOs, who were the first ever Toker Tag Team Champions, and Toker Empire looks to become 3-time champions. Gainer going for a kick, but Jay dodges out of harm's way, just to get planted with a suplex body slam. Ever since Skull Gang was fully brought together by Saner debuting and becoming the leader, Skull Gang has been ruling the tag division, and they would win the tag titles soon as the entire faction was complete. And if things go right for them, they may get their first victory at Tokermania, remaining champs. So far they have been demolishing Jay, but Jay looks to be fighting back. Forearm to the head. And Vayner with a slam to Jay. Jay needs to tag Jimmy, as he is just getting worked. And Vayner blindsides Jimmy with a super kick. The disrespect. But Jay with an enziguri to the side of the head. Kick to Gainer. Jay with a stomach-crushing spear to Vayner. And main event Jay is on fire. Here comes Jimmy, as he is now tagged in the match. He is tearing Vayner up in the corner here. Another kick by Jimmy, this time sending Gainer off the top rope. Samoan drop, and Jimmy may have this in the bag. But here comes the leader of Skull Gang, making himself a distraction. But Jimmy isn't having it. Spear, oh my goodness. And a super kick off the stage. Then a freaking USO splash. But look at this, Vayner taking advantage of the situation. Skull Factor. Is that all she wrote? But Jay somehow kicks out of the Skull Factor. Vayner tags in Gainer now, just to run into a spear. And a super kick to Vayner off the ring. And a second spear to Gainer. With the USO splash, is that it? The USOs have done it. The USOs are finally 3-time Toker Tag Team Champions again. And now claimed their spot on top. But now it's time for next up, the visionary Seth Rollins versus the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker. Hard clothesline to Rollins to start this off with a back body drop as well. And isn't giving Rollins any room as he knows what Seth Rollins is capable of. When you're fighting the first ever Toker World Champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a two-time Toker World Champion, you have to maximize all opportunities because Seth isn't easy to defeat. Braun looking for the spear here. And wow, he gets it. Broke the visionary in half just like that. But he isn't going for the pin. He knows it takes more to pin Rollins. As he lines himself up in the corner. For another spear. But Rollins manages to stay in the matchup. Side back breaker to the spine, dishing more damage. Seth Rollins was ready to get revenge for Ambrose since it was Braun Breaker who took him out. But Braun Breaker is just absolutely on another level, as he simply has been on top of this match so far. But Rollins counters, and now he gets his turn and puts him up top rope. Superplex. But we know that's not what Seth finishes with. With a Falcon Arrow. Super kick. And Braun rebounds into a front suplex. The Architect is feeling it. Curb stomp. The genetic freak kicks out. Another super kick to the face. He didn't get all of it, but it did damage. But there's a blockbuster. Is Rollins looking for it again? He hits another stomp on Breaker. But he kicked out of a second stomp. Not many people are already able to kick out of one, but Braun kicks out of two curb stomps. Throws Breaker in the corner, but Braun with a vicious clothesline having Rollins spinning. We are about to see why he is called a badass. 23 miles per hour clothesline, and I think Seth is knocked out cold. You know he is seeing stars after that. Guttering suplex. Rollins dumped out the ring, landing hard on the ground. And Braun going to the other side. Here we go as he is building momentum. He is about to kill Rollins. With a spear, but Rollins caught him mid-air with a pedigree. He did that in the main event on the last Tokermania when he dropped Roman with a mid-air pedigree. Now he does it with Braun Breaker. And plants Breaker with another pedigree in the ring. It may be the end for Breaker. Rollins, with the curb weight, Braun catches him with a spear mid-air. Are you serious? I never seen anything like that before. But Braun Breaker defeats Seth Rollins. Rollins had him beat, but Braun literally threw him in the air and dropped him with a hard spear, and that was wraps. That was insane. Braun Breaker in his first ever match here defeats one of the top best wrestlers in Toker Empire. But now next up is the United States title match. The champion LA Knight will go up against likely his hardest opponent he ever had, Sleeper King. How will LA Knight be able to defeat him, as Sleeper King hasn't lost a singles match yet since he has been in here? Wait a minute, Braun Breaker isn't finished. Oh my goodness, he just destroyed Seth with a freaking spear. Seth has gotta be hurt. We may be looking at the future. Knight not wasting any time as he lays the strikes on Sleeper King. He actually knocked him down at Sleeper King with a brutal clothesline. And just slams him down like a gaming controller. Sleeper King is just an unreal athlete. Do you see how easily he can turn things into his favor? As he already has the adrenaline coursing through his body. Now the sleeper hold is locked in. This match is over already. The megastar is able to break free, not letting his title reign go out like that. Face plant off the middle rope, trying to keep Sleeper King down. Look at the strength lifting the nearly 7 foot tall on the mat. Megastar elbow. A second elbow. And a third off the top. Knight may have him where he wants him. Wait, Sleeper King wraps a sleeper hold on LA Knight again. Clinch tight, cutting off the airways. Knight makes it back to his feet, still locked in the sleeper hold. But oh no, he plumped to the ground. Is he still in this? Sleeper King decides to break the hold to drop the champion with a German suplex. And gives him a second suplex. Sleeper slam in the center of the ring. Another one. I don't know if Knight will be able to keep defending himself. As he suffers again a sleeper slam 3 times in a row. Now an Alabama slam, but Knight turns it into a sunset flip. Sleeper King kicks out, and Knight suffers a headbutt to the dome. Who can stop this man? As he snaps Knight in half with a backbreaker. Just end this at this point. Sleeper King is just playing with his victim like he always does. Sleeper slam. If that back wasn't done, it definitely is now. And Sleeper King with a third sleeper hold locked in deep. The megastar LA Knight had to tap. He had to. There was no options left. Sleeper King is officially your new Toker United States champion. And I can see this new title reign lasting forever, because who could be the one that takes that title? Newbie going at it on Bubba here. Bubba asked for this match. He turned on Mr. Newbie for a desperate Tokermania match, and here he has it. But he is fighting a raged Newbie. Look at the amount of super kicks it takes to keep him down. What's this? Wait, oh my god. This match literally just began, and Mr. Newbie has literally been killed. There is no way he is still alive after that Canadian destroyer through the freaking steel steps. Now Bubba assaults Newbie with the sledgehammer. Bubba is just being ruthless here tonight. God damn, that was right to the face. Inverted tombstone on top of the sledgehammer. Well, Bubba gets his moment at Tokermania. He just destroying Mr. Newbie. All while in the red attire paying homage to the Big Red Machine King. But there's a super kick to the face. It seems Bubba just isn't done, as he brings a table into this. The friendship these two once had now came to this. Suplex tombstone head first through the table. Mr. Newbie is absolutely out of it. Bubba is insane. But now we shall begin for the main event. Cody Rhodes versus The Rock. Everyone, it's that time for the main event of Tokermania 2. Here he is, the American Nightmare, the quarterback of Toker Empire, Cody Rhodes, looking to become a two-time Toker World Champion. The last time he won the title was from Seth Rollins, which was literally around the beginning of Toker Empire. Cody looks to make the last time he won the title his recent title again. We shall see if he will be able to overcome the final boss. The Toker World Champion is officially here. The leader of the bloodline, The Rock, is in the building making his Tokermania entrance as champion. You can really see the tension here between The Rock and Cody Rhodes, as The Rock has been sending the bloodline to maul on Cody leading up to this match. They took out Roman Reigns. They took out Solo Sikoa. Cody is all alone. Now let the main event begin. And we start things off with a power slam. Cody Rhodes finally is able to get his hands on The Rock, and he isn't wasting any second of it. For arm to the face. Just kicking and wearing down the champion. Cody hits a crossroads on The Rock, but he rolls out of the ring. Look at this here, Cody with a suicide dive weight into a flipping pile driver. He just killed The Rock. The Rock must be seeing stars as he is launched into them steel steps. But oh, The Rock with a low blow. Now with chair shots to the American Nightmare, The Rock is focused on his first title defense here tonight. The Rock, looking to drop Cody Rhodes with a powerbomb as he does through the steel steps. The advantage has turned into the champion's favor. Clothesline to the back of the head, sends Cody in the corner. Smashes his face against the turnbuckle, and he looks to have the rock bottom in store. There it goes, he lands it. But Cody is able to kick out. And he's fighting back. Super kick to the Rock. Oh my goodness, a superplex to the 54-year-old. Cody is determined. He is locked in to become champion again. Cody cutter. Cody has the chance. Crossroads. But The Rock is able to kick out of the crossroads. Looking for a second cutter here, but The Rock catches him with an atomic drop. And the Rock bottom is connected. Is that it for Cody? No. He keeps fighting. The Spy Buster, and oh no. If The Rock hits this, it's a wrap. People's elbow weight Cody with a roll-up. The Rock kicks out. Pedigree. Cody is finally gonna end this and win the title. Crossroads. We have a new champion. But here comes Zilla Fatu, the Bloodline member and the future tribal chief, is said by The Rock, looking to screw up Cody from the title, but Cody is able to dispatch of Zilla. Oh, and look at this. The Rock using a guillotine, a move used by Roman Reigns. But now Cody is pulling out the Hell's Gate, a move from The Undertaker. But The Rock is able to break from it. Atomic drop. Now an Irish whip to the ropes, but Zilla Fatu was there and gets super kicked off the apron by Cody. Now dumps The Rock out of the ring. But Zilla is here with a spike. He is done letting Cody beat him to the punch. A second one, dropping Cody out the ring. But wait a minute, Solo is here. He is back, getting his revenge on the Bloodline for taking him out leading up to Tokermania. As he isn't wasting a second as he tears Zilla Fatu apart. Suicide dive by the former enforcer of the Bloodline. Now dumps him into the crowd, and there they go. But when it comes to the Bloodline, there's always more, as Umaga, the Bloodline member and father of Zilla Fatu, now taking care of business with the American Nightmare. Spike to the throat of Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has absolutely no one that could aid him against Umaga now. There's no freaking way. It can't be. Roman Reigns is back. Looking better than ever. Roman Reigns is back. He was taken out for so long by the Bloodline after getting spiked off the stage through a table, and he looks for redemption. Spear to Umaga. Roman isn't playing. The tension goes back for these two from history. Roman was the one that took the first title reign away from Cody. Umaga gets dumped outside on ringside. The head of the table is officially back. The final boss is now dumped inside the ring. The Rock has no options left. God damn, and it's AJ Styles. He just dropped Cody with the Toker case. Is he gonna cash in on the main event? Now laying the shots in on the Rock as well, trying to wear them down to cash in. Crossroads. Cody managed to recover in time before Styles cashed in and gets rid of him. The Rock with a spear to Cody. Then a rock bottom. And it is over. The People's Elbow.
1, 2.
How the hell did Cody Rhodes kick out of that? That was the same move that got The Rock that title, but it doesn't work on Cody. And he is mad. Cody able to get behind the final boss for a Crossroads. Has him up for a second one for good measure. Cody Rhodes defeats The Rock. Cody Rhodes is your new Toker World Champion. After a challenging fight, Cody is finally champion again. This was an amazing Tokermania. Justice keeps his career and ends the rivalry between him and Prince. The USOs are tag team champions now. Braun Breaker defeats Seth Rollins. Sleeper King is your new United States champion. Bubba destroys Newbie. And Cody is finally the face of Toker Empire again. We thank you all for watching, and we shall see you in the next episode. Good night, everyone.